All right, Khan, Shalom, Israel, Shalom to the Torah, Shazi, Yasha, Allah, giving the course, all on the glory and praise. Unto Yahweh, Basini, Yahweh, Shah, all right? This is Brother Yasha, Allah, all right? I'm going to get straight into this. So, this is basically going into treasures of wickedness, right? And how they don't profit nothing, okay? Because we know, as you see, if you've been looking at the news, anybody will understand that the economy in the U.S. Has been going down. All right, U.S. dollar is rapidly decreasing. All right, it's decreasing by the minute, and so all praises to Yahweh Bashin and Yahweh Shah. So we know that according to the precepts as well, when a nation's economy goes down, then everything else goes down because America as a capitalist society runs off of the economy. It runs off money, right? So if you take away that, then everything else is going to come crumbling down. So, of course, our people, man, they want to focus on they just love money. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord said in the book of First Timothy that the love of money is the root of all evil. You need money to operate in this society. But we can't love money because when we start loving money and coveting after it, and putting it over Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, putting it over our family, putting it over, especially this truth, guess what? It becomes an error to us. It becomes a snare to us. So let's go to 1 Timothy 6:10. It says, "For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows." So the love of money is the root of all evil. Money is not the root of all evil. Money is actually a defense. Let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 7. Money is a defense, right? Let's get this real quick. Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 12. "For wisdom is a defense and money is a defense." So having wisdom, that's a defense unto you, right? You can use that to your advantage. Money is a defense as well. You can use that to your advantage. It says what? "But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it." All right. So let's go back to this in Proverbs chapter 10 and verse number 2. It says, "Treasures of wickedness profit nothing." So treasures of wickedness. All right. We know that our people, sometimes they get their money by unjust means. They're riding around in the Benz because they've been selling dope to their people. All right. That's treasure of wickedness. You understand? Getting your treasures by unjust means is going to diminish, right? The Lord said it's going to profit nothing. Esau's money, right? This applies to Esau's money as well. Esau, how did he get his money, man? By robbing, defrauding, extortion, usury. That's how he got his money. And that's treasure of wickedness. It's going to profit nothing. And we see it not profiting right now. You know what I'm saying? The U.S. dollar is not going to be worth nothing. And then when that happens, right, all hell is going to start breaking loose. I mean, it has been, but, on a very, very high level. So it says treasures of wickedness profit nothing, but righteousness delivered from death. At the end of the day, your righteousness is what's going to cause you to be delivered, man. Not nothing else, not your money, right? Because the Lord doesn't care about your bank account. Okay. He doesn't care about how much money you have or how much, or let's say you have, doesn't care if you have $1 or $1 billion in your bank account. The Most High is not impressed by that at all. He's looking at your spirit. He's looking at your righteousness. The Lord said, "To this man will I look, even to him that is of a poor and contrite spirit." I'm gonna get this Isaiah 66:2. "For all those things have my hand made, and all those things have been, saith the Lord. But to this man will I look, even to him that is poor and of a contrite spirit, and trembleth at my word." So that's the kind of man or woman that we want to be in the last days, because, that's what the Most High is looking at. Someone that's of a poor and contrite spirit, somebody that is, putting forth the work, right, doing what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? Because we understand this society is crumbling as we know it before our eyes. But, when you look at it, the Lord always has a way to save his elect, man. If we're part of that number, Lord willing, right? Let's go to Jeremiah 15 and verse 11. The Lord said, verily it shall be well with thy remnant. Verily I will cause the enemy to entreat thee well in the time of evil and in the time of affliction. So I know that, and we know that according to the precepts, that the Lord's elect, whoever they may be, they're going to be good in that day. They're going to be good in the day of all hell breaking loose, people being not being able to have any money, right, food, whatever, inflation. Whoever the Lord's elect may be that's putting forth that work in the last days, that's, having that spirit that the Most High wants them to have, they're going to be all right. Right? The Lord said, verily it should be well with thy remnant. Verily I'll cause the enemy to entreat thee well in the time of evil and in the time of affliction. Guess what? Esau might even treat you well. These other nations. Right? And also, let's go to the book of Psalms chapter 37. All right? Let's go to Psalms 37 as well. Right? To expound a little bit more on that, man. Right? So like it, Psalms 37 and 25, it says, I have been young and now I'm old. This is David talking. Yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken nor his seed begging bread. So David has never seen the righteous forsaken or his seed begging bread. So the righteous, he hasn't seen the righteous forsaken or his seed forsaken, man. And that also goes into what? A righteous man being able to save his house. Because in the book of Acts, chapter 16, and verse 31, it says, believe on the Lord Yahweh Shah, Hamashiach, and thou and thy house shall be saved. So we know that there is an account of a righteous man being so righteous, or that he orders his house so well in terms of, teaching them laws, such commandments, this and the third, that he's able to save himself and his house, right? According to the book of 1 Timothy, right? Or actually, I think I want to go to 2 Timothy, right? No, Salaki, 1 Timothy 4, right? Salaki. 1 Timothy 4 and verse number 16, it says, take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. Continue in them, for in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. You see? So, by taking heed to the doctrine and by teaching it, you men, of course, right? By teaching it, and taking heed unto ourselves and to the doctrine, we'll be able to what? Save ourselves and them that hear us. And that's the end goal in this thing. Because for as much as, we want to be in the kingdom, we want to see our brothers in the kingdom as well. Let's say you get to the kingdom and then nobody that you labor with was able to get in. I mean, all praises that you're there. But, just imagine that, right? Just imagine it's a bittersweet. It would be a bittersweet type of feeling. Yeah, you made it. Yeah, you made it barely out, by the skin of your teeth, as Job says. But nobody that you wanted to make it made it. Hey, that's bittersweet. We want to be able to make it, all praises to the Most High, even if we are able to. But what I'm saying is that we want to save those, right, that's around us as well. We want to say that. I mean, that's why we do these videos. That's why we go into the highways and byways, right? That's why, we labor with brothers and, we check up on brothers and say, because we want our people to be in the kingdom with us, Lord willing, we're part of that number, So, but nevertheless, not trying to stray off too far from the topic. Just going back to this, treasures of wickedness, they don't profit anything, man. All right, the treasures of wickedness don't profit anything. Esau's money doesn't profit anything, man. It's only a get by, in this society, to get by, to buy the things that you may want to buy, to get food, to get water, right, to survive. That's essentially why we have to go to work. That's not, whatever. But at the end of the day, it doesn't profit anything. Our righteousness is what's going to profit at the end of the day. All right, so with that, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah. I'm going to end it off with this, Proverbs 11, verse 4. Righteous profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivered from death. Again, the Lord says it again. All right, so all praises. So the water for tuning in, Brother Yasha Allah, Shalom.